Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this OHLPRO magnetic wireless car mount. So if you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So this mount's going to be compatible with the iPhone 12, 13, 14, and I'm guessing future models too. It says it supports 15-watt fast charging. Let's get it open. So here we have the charger, and we've got a couple mount options, and it comes with this ring. So I think this ring is so you can put it on maybe a case or maybe a phone that has wireless charging but is not magnetic wireless charging. So here's a template and here's a user guide. This, I'm guessing, is going to be very straightforward. So here's some more specs. You can pause and read through those. On the back side it talks about using the adhesive mount. You want to clean it and then put it on. It also has a vent clip mount. This talks about using MagSafe cases, and I'll go over that in just a second. And then it has some other things here. So let's take a look at this. So I'm going to be testing this on my iPhone 13 mini. So if you're using a mount like this, I would recommend getting a MagSafe compatible case. So this case has a ring in it, so this will attach like so. And this has two types of mounts. It has this adhesive mount. It looks like it has little cuts here so it can flex. I'm not going to be using that one. I'll be using the vent mount. So for this vent mount, you can see you rotate this and it clamps down on a vent. Has a little hook on there to hook onto the end of the vent also. And then here we have a ball and socket, so I want to loosen this up. Sometimes you have to loosen these up all the way, like so, and then I'll press the ball in there. And this is tight. There we go. And then I'll tighten that down. So to put it in the vent, I'll put it in like this. I'll tighten this down against the vent. And then I'll position this the way I like it. Well, that is very tight. And then I'll tighten this other nut down to tighten the ball and socket, although it's already very tight. Then it comes with a USB cable. Let me measure it. And that's about 40 inches. So that will plug in here. And I'll plug that into a charger. So in your car that would plug into a USB car charger, or if you have a USB port in your car. And then I can put my phone on here, and there you can see it's charging. So it's charging at 12 volts, 0.18 amps, and it keeps switching back and forth. It might be getting confused on this. Let me go into a regular charge port, see what we get. So we're getting 5.2 volts at about 0.9 amps. So we're getting about 5 watts charging right now. Now my battery's at 86%, so it's not very depleted. If we're more depleted, it might charge faster. So I just wanted to check this out on my bench. Let's head out to my car and I'll show what it looks like installed there. Okay, so I'm in my 2000 Land Cruiser. I have this mounted on the vent, so I clamped it on here. I ran the power cord down to this power socket. Now I have all this cord flapping in the breeze, so I may measure the distance and find a shorter cable that'll work here so I have less cable hanging out. Now of course in order to use this I do have to have the car on, at least on accessory mode. And now I'll put my phone on here and you can see it's charging. So to take it off of here, you don't want to pull straight out, you want to kind of peel it up and it should come right off. Let me wiggle this a little bit. I don't want to break my vent. So yeah, I think that's going to work. Now this isn't the sturdiest mount I've ever seen, but I think it's going to work for what I need it for. If I'm going over some really rough road and it's falling off, I'll just take the phone off temporarily, then put it back on there. But I think this is going to work really well. Now I also have the Amazon Auto 2nd Gen, so I do need to mount this somewhere. I may mount it over here. I don't know. But with these two things, now my phone, I can set on here. I can wirelessly charge it. It will connect wirelessly to the Amazon Auto, and I can play my music. So that's the OHLPRO magnetic wireless car charger. This is my favorite way to charge a phone in the car. It's super easy. You just set your phone on there. When you're ready to get out, you just pop it off and go. You don't have to fumble with connecting or disconnecting cords. Now you do want to make sure you have some pretty secure vents if you're going to do this, or you could use that self-adhesive mount. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.